Hello, welcome to A.S.S at Night, and we have a special guest here today. We have Coach Mechelle Canady.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, how you doing? This is another one of the queens that I was telling you about that I will be featuring also, and she is like one of the leaders of the pack. Actually, she actually for when I had the first service, she was the mistress of ceremony.
I did a poem the first time.
That was a women's competition.
Okay, so then, yeah, I did a poem.
Yeah, when I had you was there.
Yep, you're right.
Yeah, she was cause so she did that, and then she came back in. I think I was talking to her on the phone, and she was like the queen, and she would say she was queen. I said, you want to be a queen too? So it's like she sprung herself in, but I thank God for her, and she actually been a blessing. And I say, well, Mechelle, you actually have yourself together. You like got it all going. I said, I don't see where you fit in, but hey, I learned that all ingredients, it take all kind of different ingredients to make a cake. So that is that extra ingredient that we needed, with that flavor or something to make that cake. And God gonna use all us, because we all different. So He's using all us and all the different aspects and things we have to make this one great whatever that God's given me to do. So Mechelle, tell me a little bit about yourself, and what do you think of how the queens that's destined for purpose, how has it impacted you?
Well, so it impacted me because when I became a queen, it was right at the brink of the change of my life. Things were really changing. I had just gotten married. I was getting ready to write a book. I was doing, I had just started my life coaching certification, and it was like right at the pivoting point where everything in my life was changing.
See, yeah, you was writing a book and you was doing everything. I'm like, you got your book with you today?
I don't.
Very good. I got it at home. So I'm going to post a picture of the book in there, and you can order it on Amazon.
Yes.
Right? You can order it on Amazon. And
or
everything.
they can email me at frozen3as@gmail.com.
Yeah, I'm going to have all that at the end of the video also, because she has a lot going on for herself. So continue, I'm sorry.
Yes, so since then I have co-authored my second book. It's called Overcoming Toxic Relationships, with my publisher Angela Minchin, another author Letitia, and me. We co-wrote the book, so it's 3 sections in the book, and we all share our personal journey on how we were able to overcome being in a toxic relationship.
Okay. And I'm coming to understand as this ministry that God has given me with the queens that are destined for purpose, that we all are growing daily, and even me, I grow day by day. So I think it's like for some of the girls, from pain to purpose, helping others.
Yes.
And you have helped such a multitude of widespread age of ladies, like even from young teenagers. I seen where you have something going on now.
Yes.
With that. Can you elaborate more on that? And then you're going to go on to all your events you got going on this weekend.
Yes, so I have a mentor group. Actually, I have my shirt on. It's called the Change Agents.
Okay.
And so the mentor group was birthed. I was sitting in church one Sunday, and the Lord just began to say mentor group. And then He started giving me all the specifications as to how He wanted it to be ran, the number of people I would have. So I have 10 mentees.
Okay.
They range, like you said, from the age of 17 all the way through to, I think I have, my oldest is 47 years old.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so a very wide range.
Yeah, very wide.
And so we do things. We're currently studying 2 books. We're studying the 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership by John Maxwell. We're also studying SOAR by Bishop T.D. Jakes. So my goal is to prepare them so at the end of the 12 months, which the mentor program is, they're going to be able to mentor the next 10 agents that come through.
Okay, good. That's real good. That sounds real good. Okay. And you supposed to got me a Know Yourself shirt.
Know your worth.
Know your worth.
To bring you your shirt.
I forget. So yes. Wait. Okay, now also tell me about, what's the name of your ministry you have again?
Coach Mechelle Canady Ministries.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and she has a lot of things underneath that's running, that's being a blessing to the city also. So this weekend you have a big weekend that you do every year. It's a 3-day weekend event.
Yes.
So tell us a lot about that. You got galas and all kind of festivities that a lot of people may be interested in and want to attend. So she's going to talk more about how God gave her that, and she's birthing that, and what year it is, and all other good stuff.
Yes, so 3 years ago, the Lord had given me to do an empowerment event. Didn't know anything about doing empowerment events, but He gave me, again, specifics on how to do it, who He wanted to be on it. I was introduced to life coaches at that time, which is how I ended up that same year getting my life coaching certification. So now we're on year 3. So it's going to be.
I think I came to the first one.
You did.
That was a big one. That was very good. That was very good.
So it's going to be.
She went all out, y'all. All out. She had everything. I don't even know what pictures, but if she can give me some pictures, I'm going to post. She went. Yeah, very good. Okay, keep going. I'm sorry.
So this is going to be 4 events are going way out.
Okay.
So it's 4 events in 3 days. It's going to start Friday, which is March 1st. So when I was writing my book, I didn't have any direction, didn't know what I was doing. I just opened up my laptop and started typing. Yeah. There was a lot of things that I wish I had known then, but I learned a lot in the process.
That's right.
So what I'm doing is this event for Friday night is geared towards authors. So everything you need to know about writing a book, resources, connections. I even have a publisher, a published author, and a self-published author who's going to come and they're going to do a question-answer session. So you'll be able to ask as many questions as you want. The main part of that particular event is going to be the question-answer session. They also I have book vendors, I have independent publishers, I have vanity publishers, all the information that you need to know. There's going to be handouts, everything, because so many people have a desire to birth a book and have no direction. And so my aim is to be to others what no one was to me. I didn't have direction. So I want to be able to provide resources to people who want to go out and do that.
And also, let's see, at the end of the year, she does. You always do this. Will be the third one. You do this thing, something about queens also, but that's geared to a selective group of women also.
Yes.
So what's the name of that?
That's called the Crowned Affair. And being an ex-pastor's wife, I understand the plight that they go through when you're dealing with people. Life, having to balance out the work, home, church. So I know that there's a struggle, and oftentimes we cater to the pastor because he's the one who's doing the pouring out. But a lot of times that pastor's wife doesn't get poured into. So every year I host an event that's just for minister wives and pastor wives, and I go all out and I pour into them. This year the Lord led me to do it free, so they didn't have to pay anything. And they came in, I had guest speakers, we did workshops, I fed them, I gave them out all kind of stuff.
Okay. She always go out when she does.
Yes, but the thing is most important that people's lives leave changed.
That's right.
And oftentimes you don't know the little things that will help change the lives. So when I was creating all the decorations, I created these mirrors, and on the mirrors I wrote, "I am enough" on the mirrors.
Yeah.
And I gave those mirrors out, and one of my mentees has one sitting on her desk, and a guy sat at her desk and looked in her mirror. He was like, "I just feel like I look so much better since I looked in this mirror," you know. And you never know how impactful the little things are to people. So
That's
just
true.
for them to be able to look in the mirror and it tell them that they are enough, that says a whole lot.
That's nice. Very good.
Yeah.
And one thing I've learned about through doing these empowerment groups and sessions, that if you just open up and you listen to what the Lord is telling you, He will lead you and He will guide you.
Yes.
And He will be the author of everything. And it can't help but if God gets the glory, it can't help but be a blessing to
Yes.
somebody, because that's the whole overall goal of it.
Yeah.
To help others.
And most of the stuff I do, I've never done. Most of the stuff I do, I don't even know nobody who's doing it. Like,
Yeah.
I've never been to an author's expo. So
Yeah.
I was like, okay, so if I'm going to do it, you got to tell me what to do,
Yeah.
you know. And so
And he'll do it. He'll lead you.
And he does, and it always comes together.
It does.
One of the young ladies who, she has actually been to all three all three of the Denim and Pearl. She's going to be the guest speaker that night. Her name is Christine Wilson.
Okay.
She is a publisher, as well as she has just written her 4th book, and her so she's going to come and she's going to share with us. So it's going to be a really, really impactful, information driven event.
Oh, good. I think so this year, 2019, you're excelling even more. You're doing even more. She's pretty busy. Like every month, she pretty much got something going on. And like she said, this year she introduced, what's the name? The Change Agent. So that's adding more to her table. And also, so this year of 2019, I think I said we need to get comfortable being uncomfortable.
Yes.
Because that's how we grow, when we get uncomfortable and step out more.
Yes.
So we begin to grow more.
And
she has no problem with making herself grow.
But again, that's one of my goals that I have had this year, is to be comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
I've had the opportunities to go and sit at some tables that just on a normal I would never have done, and it has made connections for me that if I had not just showed up to the event or showed up to whatever it was I was invited to, I never would have met those people.
Okay.
I just met a doctor on Saturday who I was just sitting next to her. We struck up a conversation, and she's planning a empowerment conference in Belize, and was like, oh, have you ever thought about traveling? I was like, yeah, I travel. She was like, well, I'm planning a conference in Belize. And I'm thinking to myself, I was thinking Georgia, South Carolina. Yeah, she taking it all the way to Belize.
That's going to be very interesting.
Yes, very interesting.
You know, I went to Belize last year, so
yes. So
that's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. And then Saturday morning, March 2nd, starting at 10 a.m. Again, it's something I've never done before that I'm allowing the Lord to lead. It's going to be a business speed networking. It's going to be something similar to what speed dating is, when you go and you sit and you talk to somebody for a couple of minutes, and then you go to someone else. But part of what we're going to do is we're going to teach the business owners how to pitch their business. How to, when you're speaking with someone and you only have 60 seconds, what do you need to tell them about your business that's going to gather their buy-in?
That's right.
Because sometimes you only get that one opportunity to speak to someone, to present what you are doing in order for them to be a part of it. And that's going to be Saturday at 10 a.m. So I'm going to do a workshop teaching the 60-second elevator pitch. And then we're going to get busy with the speed networking. We have about 55 businesses that's registered.
You're growing.
Yes.
Yeah, you really
that's
are.
registered. They're going to come in and we're going to do speed networking. I also have a whole plethora of vendors that's going to be there every night. Every night there's going to be vendors.
Okay.
And then Saturday afternoon at 2 p.m. it's going to be the empowerment session, and I'll be the inspirational speaker for that particular session.
Okay, and Sunday is the big gala.
Yes. So I'll be turning 45 on Sunday. So instead of having a birthday party, I'm going to do an honorary gala. I'm giving out 11 awards to people in the community. Didn't have to vote. It was just people who I've watched their lives and I found them to be very inspirational. And so I decided that I wanted to be able to honor them. So it's like 11 different people. One is actually my oldest brother. I'm going to honor him. He coached thousands of young men as a Pop Warner football coach in the community. And I want to honor him for what he's done.
Okay, good. Yeah, that's nice. So nice. Okay, so you guys heard. This is another one of the queens, Mechelle Canady. Now, I have some they're very strong women. They all different calibers, from pastors, first ladies, to coaches. They have some strong background behind them. So as you can see, they have a busy year, and God is using them in a mighty way.
Yes.
And she is growing, and one thing about her, she keeps moving in spite of nothing, she just keeps moving, and that's what God wants us to keep moving, and He don't want us to buckle down and fear not and give up.
Right.
He wants us to persevere. And one thing about it, if God gives us that dream, and He gives us, we have to have that vision. Take a pen, open it up, and write it, and rely and pray on His word, and doors will open. Like she said, she made connections and all kind of things. So God is birthing some things out of Mechelle.
Yes.
And we excited, and like
I'm
I said,
excited
she's excited. So this is Queen number 2,
Yes.
Mechelle A.S. Canady. All right. So
Thank you.
All right. And by the way, this is also my sister-in-law.
Yes.
So, but I just wanted the first part of it to be just the basic of it. But yeah, this is my sister-in-law. So, she be moving and I be moving, and sometimes she move too fast for me. But you know, that lupus get me down sometimes. So I just sometimes let them have the show, and I be like, well, go for her. But anyway, we're looking forward, and I'm going to try to make one of her events. And I'm going to feature some activities from the event also. I told her that. I thought it was next week, but it is this week. So I got to fit that into my schedule. But I thank you for taking time
and
being here in our office and coming in to meet her. So now I'm trying to get in touch with another one so I could meet with them hopefully today also. But thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
And thanks for, as always, love and hugs straight from the heart. Thanks for watching A.S. at Night. Please comment, click, and share. And tell somebody to A.S. at Night come on every morning between 6 and 7. Thank you. Bye.
Goodbye.